Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. For every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. So we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Seminoles will kick this deep to get us going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He's running out of time here. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Throws a stiff arm. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Heading left after the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. The spin move. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up obviously in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Knowles. Offense setting the tone early. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception on the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
He's back to throw again on second down. This time, a completion. It's complete. The sophomore quarterback took a shot as he threw. The Razorbacks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Shotgun formation here on third down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. And the Razorbacks begin a new series here. 1st and 10.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game.
And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And he cannot make the catch over the middle on the crossing route. It's going to bring up third down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
On third down, he drops to throw. There's contact on the throw. And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up the first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The shotgun handoff here. And he will be stuffed for no gain. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Makes a quick catch. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Linebackers making some adjustments now. To the air, it's Glenn. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's just flat dropped on third down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a fourth down call. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Back to throw. It's Glenn. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So second down after the incompletion. Receiver in motion now. Second down, looking to throw it. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Defense is coming after him. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And they've got the returner corralled. Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. It's now second down. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. It gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's fourth down and long.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Important third down play coming up. Direct snap to the back. The Seminoles keep the football on the move.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Finally able to make the tackle, but that's a huge gain here as they grab momentum wrapping up the first quarter. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Oh, it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Boy, it's third and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with his big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab, finding some room with the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking to make a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Razorbacks are looking to keep this drive going. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they'll use the ground game here. Breaking tackles. Got space, looking to score. Can be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hogs. See if they can convert the point after.
Number 1 in the end zone.
And the PAT is good. Puts them in front, 14-13 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Arkansas 14, Florida State 13.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First and 10 now for the offense. Back to pass. It's Glenn. Caught quickly. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
It's a quick grab. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Anytime you go to an empty formation, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the offensive line to be able to hold up on third down. But because they spread them out, he found the matchup that he liked and got the first down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They go with a direct snap. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Seminoles. This quarterback on fire today. They'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. Make the extra point and go up 6. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Arkansas Arkansas offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. No press here. The defense backing away. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
1st and 10 play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's hit just before the throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And he'll set up to throw. The pass rush looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. The secondary backed up off the ball now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it deep to begin the second half.
Number 31, set to kick this one away.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Important possession here to begin the 3rd quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. Just trying to get rid of it. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows some accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, that one's picked off.
Intercepted by Arkansas. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback keeps the football. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Football comes out. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, The ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. He's escaping the pocket now. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. The defense with more pre-snap movement. And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wide out. Makes the catch downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Snags the quick throw. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up the first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers.
Catch made inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
And he makes the grab, a successful two-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. The pocket breaking down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Pressure is coming. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Looking to throw. It's Glenn. He's running out of time here. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks. That sack makes it third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the catch. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And the Knowles will send the punt team onto the field.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense are going to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. Well, Kirk, we knew this guy was a dangerous returner. Took the football and just knifed through that coverage team.
You know, a lot of times we talk about vision. Usually we're talking about running backs trying to find a lane. But returners need to have that as well. And you just saw how great vision allows this returner to kind of weave his way through the defenders for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Arkansas offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Defense not pressing this time. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Looking to the end zone. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They look to throw it here on second down. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
To throw, it's Glenn. And he fires the football to the right side. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to run and catch a big gain.
And they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the freshman brings him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Got it.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal.
Let's go.
Linebacker shifting around now. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Nowhere to run up the middle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal. On the ready.
3rd down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone.
Get set. Get set.
Well, they come up short of the goal line, but you still got to consider going for it here. You could try to punch it in, try to be physical from the 2, but I'm sure they got a handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use here to dial it up. Let's see what they decide to go for.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
On the ground, it's Russell. The defense all over that running play. They stop about the 2.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Grab made by the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry and try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job with this defense to keep that clock moving.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his man, has the first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The Razorbacks will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Bringing pressure. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So the safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20. And the fair catch is made. Always tricky to field punts in this kind of rain. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. 2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down play coming up. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So 2 runs produce nothing, and now it's 3rd and 10. And there's the handoff. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Throws to the tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Airing this one out toward the sideline. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFP committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.